I'm Christian Abbott.
I'm Nathan Lavender.
I'm Sean Abbott.
And this is the Red Mist Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Red Mist Podcast, episode 31, the Mike Skinner Lowe's Chevrolet episode. On tonight's episode, we'll talk sports car testing at Daytona, Indycar news, driver news, and a general open forum. Some more Cup updates? I don't know. Anyways, gents, how are we?
Good. Another weekend in the off season, so
Right. I spent part of the weekend on Saturday watching the 12 Hours of Kuwait, a fun-filled race. That was good.
Nice.
And then
the 12 Hours of the Gulf is this weekend.
yes,
Bahrain.
and that is the
no,
race.
I'm sorry, that's not Bahrain.
No.
24
Dubai.
hours.
Where?
Dubai.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. But Kevin and Yan are driving.
Yes.
So that'll be good.
Can you watch it on YouTube?
Yes, you can, sir.
Sweet.
Yes, you can. Free on
I'm all in
YouTube.
on that.
It's all good.
Nice.
All good.
Golf 12 hours.
Golf 12 hours.
Oh, it is 12 hours. Okay.
Yes.
For some reason, I kept thinking it was 24 hours.
No,
I
it'll
think I
know.
thought it
You know,
was
it's gonna. I swear to God, it's probably gonna start like at 5 in the
because
morning or something.
there is a 24 hours in Dubai or something.
There
like
is.
that.
That kicks off the Creventic season.
Okay.
I love that.
gotcha.
I love that series. That was the 12 Hours of Kuwait. They were Creventic. That track was actually pretty cool. It had some up and down on it, but a pretty cool track. So fun time. And America won. CP
America.
Racing. Yes.
Nice. Excellent.
Charles Esplanade, Charlie Putnam, Shane Lewis, and Joe Foster.
Ooh,
They won.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
fantastic.
Congrats to them.
Good stuff.
Anyways.
One more victory than the U.S. women or
U.S. soccer.
men's team. Yeah.
Jeez.
in the World Cup.
Yeah, well, at least the women's team can win a World Cup.
Right.
Right.
That was
Moving on.
frustrating. Anyways,
Moving on.
I was expecting a bigger effort, but anyways, moving on. So lots going on. Daytona, 9
Yes.
GTP cars.
Yes.
I love saying GTP.
Yes.
Are there of the LMDh variety?
There's 2 Penske Porsches,
Yep.
963s. There's
Correct.
2 BMWs
From RLL.
Yep. And then 2 Acuras.
Yes.
One with Wayne Taylor Racing and one with Meyer Shank Racing.
That's right.
And then there are 3 Cadillacs.
3 Cadillacs. 2
Two.
from
Chip Ganassi
Chip Like Winners.
and one by Action Express.
That's right. So
Which is also 31.
Thank you,
Yes.
Nate.
There you
That's
go.
right. The Wheeling 31.
Yeah, right.
Very nice.
Esteban Ocon.
Yes.
And
I do like the Mike Skinner one
That's
better.
kind of
though.
like, well, you know what? That's kind of a legendary number because it is a NASCAR team, so
yeah.
it works well.
I guess the only other bit. So how many GTP teams are not on the grid that are forecasted? Because I know JDC
JDC Miller and Proton.
Okay.
So they have the mystery Porsche 963 that's that's going to be here in the States. They are going to run it.
Okay.
Proton is a Porsche team from Europe run by Christian Reed that's been in the World Endurance Championships since it started. Very good team. Most famous for running cars for Patrick Dempsey and things like that. So back in the day when Patrick was participating in, I think they still he still has a team affiliated. He has his name affiliated with a team through Proton.
I think he's still doing
through Porsche
ambassador
as a
work.
Porsche ambassador.
Yeah.
So, but those 2 teams are not there. WRT is here at Daytona, learning about the BMW with the RLL guys because WRT will be running the BMW in the WEC.
Yes.
So that'll
But
be
in the mean, I'm sorry. No. I'm getting
Go ahead.
teams mixed up. Sorry. I'm thinking of Iron Dames.
Iron Dames, Iron Lynx.
Yes.
That is
Iron
now
Lynx.
Lamborghini.
Yes.
And it was big news dropped at about 2 a.m. this morning.
Yes.
The Phoenix, Romain Grosjean, has been named as a factory Lamborghini GTP LMDh. Well, I should say LMDh driver, but hopefully he'll be driving here. I'd probably be driving here in the. Oh no, he's gonna be doing the WAC.
Yeah, LMH or hypercar is.
No, they're LMDh.
There.
Yes, they are.
Good.
Yes, they are.
Good. Lamborghini.
Yep, set to compete in the World Endurance and IMSA.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be named a factory driver. We'll see what happens. He's testing with the Lamborghini team that's there this weekend, which is all part of the new Iron Lynx thing. They're running, but it's like Iron Lynx. This is hilarious. It's like Iron Lynx is running. Is it Iron Lynx or? But yeah, Iron Lynx is there. But the car is a Flying Lizards K-Pax Lamborghini.
Oh, okay. That's where this comes
It's awesome,
in.
yeah.
I saw
But this is
that.
the Evo car. I know because the classic Flying Lizards transporter was in the paddock area, spotted and photographed in the paddock area. So, just love seeing that trailer in the garage. Anyways, so they're there. The Ferrari 296, zing. Love that car. That is there. And
I think there's two of them there, right?
There's two, and there's one. What's the other car that's there? It's Lamborghini, Ferrari, and there's a third GTD car that's there.
At this homologation test.
Yes, I forget. Damn. And then there's several LMP2 cars there. Now, the LMP2 cars are there for one reason. They are being used as kind of the fast benchmark. Mm-hmm. So, the expectation is that the LMP2 car right now will be faster than the LMDh.
Right.
Just because of things. So, kind of like reading up on stories and stuff that's been out there on Racer and other sites. The feeling in the GTP paddock is that for the 24 hours, it's going to be kind of a, I don't want to say they're going to be plodding along the first part of the race, but I think it's going to be, I hate to say this, Drive to Survive, the Daytona 24. Team's going to be looking to finish the race. They're not too concerned about they'll take the class win versus taking the overall. Obviously, IMSA and FIA would prefer that the GTP cars are balanced ahead of the LMP2 cars, but we don't know the reliability and stuff, so we'll see what happens there.
Oh my goodness!
Even though these cars have, at least the Cadillac and the
Porsche has BMW seriously, there's some issues there. Hopefully, I think they're just gonna show up at Daytona Run and just that's gonna be their big test thing, as well as Sebring. I mean, they're not hit. I mean, until they hit the ground on both WEC and IMSA, IMSA is really kind of the test benchmark for them because they went the LMDh route, and I think BMW, I think North America is probably their biggest market. So I'm not sure about Asia, but I think this is the biggest market. And then the Acuras, I think, they're being run by two really good teams. So. And Porsche's obviously being run by Penske, and Ganassi's got the Cadillacs. Now, there was video shot by Marshall Pruitt today from Racer of the two Cadillacs. I didn't see the third one, but I saw the two Chip Ganassi ones. Nice sounding car. That one is. Some of the other ones are more of a whoosh sound.
Like a vacuuming sound?
Yeah.
Similar to what the LMP1 cars were. Yeah,
but the cool thing is, and I forgot about this because in DPI you didn't have this, but in LMDh, and from when we went to Austin to see the and Le Mans for the World Endurance races with the hybrid cars, that when they're in the pit lane, they're on the battery. So when they get to the end of the pit lane, they have that big thud.
Well, it's not even the end of pit lane. It's just
wherever they can engage.
However long they're out. But
wherever they have to, they engage the battery motor to start, and then it goes clunk into the ice motor, and it's like I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. That's so cool. So
I don't think the BMW does that.
They have a hybrid.
No, they have a hybrid, but I don't think that
maybe they run differently on the pit lane.
Yeah,
because you don't have. I mean, it's
you
just,
don't have to. It's not mandated.
Yeah.
But for any team to do that, but.
Yeah, and getting sort of up to date on the whole GTP process. I've been watching the Embedded series on YouTube from BMW, which is a great series. I'm up to now where the car just was unveiled, and now they're going through the process of building it and then ultimately testing it. So that's the next few episodes. So it's kind of good because it's about 20 minutes. You watch one or two and call it a night, but good stuff there, and you learn a lot. It's actually kind of interesting, where that car is being built and how it's being built, where it's being built at Dallara, because you have to team up with a race car manufacturer. Obviously, so they have engineers from BMW embedded there. They have the folks back in Munich that are there, and then pretty much the design of the car is done in California at BMW Design, North American Design, by this guy Mike Scully, and it's pretty cool. So that was interesting to learn how that is. So it's kind of interesting how global that is. I think who else is doing? Somebody else is doing Dallara too.
Cadillac.
Is Cadillac doing Dallara? Yeah. So there's all this. So they did kind of show like the setup at Dallara. So there's like a Chevy wing or a GM wing. There's a BMW wing. I don't know if is Lamborghini using them too.
I don't know.
Because Ferrari used Michelotto.
Yeah.
And Multimatic is Porsche, I believe. Porsche and Acura, I think.
Lamborghini is Ligier.
Oh, Ligier. Okay. Who's Multimatic? Is that Porsche? It's Porsche and somebody.
Oh,
It's
is Multimatic Porsche and Acura?
It's Porsche and Acura, I think. Yeah. It's not Van Wall. So, but it's exciting seeing the cars out there running. There's no official times being released or anything like that. This is purely just a big glorified test session that IMSA and the FAA is going to use to gather data.
Sorry, Acura is Orica.
Orica. Who's Multimatic? They got somebody else.
I'll go through them.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, but there's just a star-studded driver lineups down there. So pretty cool. So, anyways, so that test is they're right now in the evening session as we record this podcast, and then they'll rinse and repeat tomorrow. Same setup, about 20 hours of track time. So
it was Audi.
Oh, it was Multimatic and Audi, right? And Audi dropped it so they could go Formula One racing. They'll be back. So, anyways, so very excited about that. So
yeah,
so good to see.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Roar. I'm excited for the 24. Every year it always delivers, and the hype is just building up.
Yeah,
intensely.
And then and we also some of the with those like Proton and JDC Miller being there, those guys are just there basically to learn what's going on with the cars and stuff. I think Porsche is kind of always stated that their customer cars will be end of March, so for the spring races post Sebring, so that would probably be post Long Beach, right?
I can let you know
because IMSA is going to run at Long Beach, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be post Long. I think it'd be post Long Beach. I mean, I'll tell you that taking these things there, woo, that's going to be interesting. All right.
Long Beach is going to be in April.
So that may or may not be the first race for them.
Yeah.
And then I believe they go to Laguna.
Yes, that's in May.
So I can see it probably being that time frame. So, but I mean, these teams know that. JDC Miller went out and bought an LMP3 car.
Yep.
Proton's
in the meantime.
Yeah, Proton's thinking of doing LMP2 car. So, so there's a lot of different things going on.
Speaking of LMP2, Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin are
Yes.
going to be running an LMP2 for the 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Nate's in the full lather over that.
Well, no, look, there's also a LMP2 champion, IMSA champion there. There's I'm forgetting the two at the other
John
two
Ferrano.
gentlemen. John Ferrano.
Yeah, and Kyle.
And the Petit Le Mans winner.
Kyle.
Kirkwood?
No, not Kyle Kirkwood.
No.
It's Kyle.
Kirkwood.
Like Kyle Biffin.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's pretty good.
Anyways, I mean, I'm not saying cash a check to them, but I mean,
sorry.
jeez.
Sorry, I just remembered who. It's Porsche's there with their new Evo GTD car.
Oh, okay.
The FAF guys are there with it.
Yes, that's right. And FAF is returning with 2 new drivers to defend their title.
Yes, very excited.
Yeah.
Not new
not
to these shores.
No, but new to the team.
New to the team. Patrick Pilet and Lawrence Van Tor.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Wow.
pretty hardcore
They
there.
swapped out Matt Campbell and Matthew Gemini.
Yeah, unfortunately, those two guys went GTP racing. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Lawrence Van Tor is going to be the third driver in. Sorry.
Right.
And it's Klaus Backler.
Still.
Yeah.
That guy's good.
Yeah.
He's underrated, but he's really good. Sorry, I forgot him. I can't even believe. I like when I saw that, I was like Pele and Backler, and I was like, oh, that guy's good. And then I was like, oh, and they got Van Tor long races.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But so Nate, I mean, you got to be like, you haven't probably showered since you heard Newgarden and McLaughlin are running, right?
No.
Because I mean,
Not yet.
I know you're.
Is Catherine Legge running? I'm going to cut the line.
She could be, GTD, but she could be. I haven't seen like the official because there's a whole thing about how many there's.
Oh, right. Porsche still hasn't.
No.
Oh, no.
There's still this whole thing about the number of entries.
Oh, yes, that's
So
right.
apparently,
So what's the max?
So the race is capped at 60.
Or 61.
Anyways, but apparently there's 70.
Yeah, 70 plus.
Plus.
So how are you going to divvy up pit road?
Right.
Well, that's the whole problem. So I have no idea. So first off, the 9 GTP cars are in.
Yes.
And I will say this: any of the factory GTD Pro cars, they're in.
Yeah.
At that point, I have no idea what's going to happen. LMP2, I have no idea what's going to happen.
So
is LMP3 going to run that race?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Because
Wow.
JDC's running that race.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But what?
They could
4 or
be-
5
This
classes?
is wow.
LMP3
It's a
race.
lot of cars on track.
I'm going to have to take my medicine and stay up for that race.
Because I just speak.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
This
Well-
just remind me this
Yeah, can you
This
imagine?
entry-
Like 61 cars. I mean, that's
no
the last time I can't even remember that. Like, God, that's going back years that they had that many entries. And the problem is the grid is going to be pure quality.
now, especially now.
So
I'm gonna have to find this.
Yeah.
I saw something earlier that the WEC with the way the future is looking between hypercar and GTP and GTE or GTEM or it's going to be GT3, right?
Right. Yeah. They haven't come up with a name yet.
But the with 2 popular classes, they're thinking about axing LMP2. Or that discussion has just been, or that idea has been put there because this could be the class that we want to take out to get more GTP or hypercars in a race.
And it's
GT3
weird because
class.
LMP2 is going through their transformation process over the next 2 years.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting what happens. I mean, the level of involvement with the production-based GT3 cars and the factories there, that's going to be, people want to see that. Obviously, there's going to be a huge oversubscription on the GTP side. It's going to be massive because you're going to have LMH and LMDh.
Yeah.
So,
So
this
So
is.
what do you do? Do you hold the qualifying and tell some people to go home?
Hey,
depending on what class.
Used to happen at the Indy 500.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, Buttercup.
Happens at the Daytona 500.
Yep. Sorry, Buttercup. Load them up.
You can watch.
The one thing it is definitely gonna definitely curtail is the gentleman driver who funds a bunch of these teams. So
Yeah.
not every one of these guys is Ben Keating like behind the wheel, who can hold his own. But that's the one potential drawback. Now, could be a saving grace for a series like the well, I shouldn't say saving grace, but could be a boon for the European Le Mans series. IMSA, hard to say. I mean,
well, if they're gonna drop anyone, it would probably be LMP3.
This is this is where this goes. So back in the day, so in the late '80s, when we had GTP Lights, we had GTO, GTU. Okay, so GTO, GTU, just think of GTO was essentially GTD Pro. Let's just call it that. All right,
yeah.
they were the big leader. Everything was like over 2.5 liter.
Okay.
GTU was under 2.5 liters, so it was your Mazdas. It was at the time Dodge Daytonas, Chevy Berettas, things like that. And in the GTO class, you had the Roush Mustangs, Cougars, the Mercors. You had Chevy Camaros from Pro to Fab, things like that. So it got to that point where they ended up, a weekend race was in the morning it was a GTO GTU 2-hour race, and in the afternoon was the GTP Light 2-hour race. So IMSA could be headed back that way if it gets too big.
Yeah.
So you could have GTD with LMP3, since they're pretty in the same ballpark, and you could have GTP with LMP2.
Yeah.
And now, the only reason I'm saying that is that not every track, I don't think, like, if these things were to come back to Lime Rock, say, just say, there is no way the pit lane can cover that. And that was one of the things back in the day it couldn't do. That's why they went to the two race system. Like a place like Mid Ohio could be a little tight there. Some of the street circuits
they're not going back to Mid.
I know they will though at some point. I think Laguna is okay because the pit lane was actually lengthened because of MotoGP and IndyCar. Obviously, Road America has quite a few pit areas, and I mean you're talking a 4-mile track there. Coda could probably be back in play.
Yeah.
Things like that. VIR,
Indy will be fine.
VIR, they could get away with it. It'd be unique. They do have 2 pit areas they could use. You could put the prototypes on one side and the production cars, the GTDs and the LMP3s on the other side. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah.
Working that out.
I don't know how big that back pit lane is.
It's good size.
Yeah.
But again, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen. As long as the factories stay involved and engaged, that's great. And things like that. So we shall see. So,
sorry, I'm just reading up on this discussion of WC looking to get rid of the LMP2 category. But if anyone wants to read it for themselves, it was on motorsports.com today. But as I'm reading through it, this GT3 based class that they're talking about having, the tentative title is GTLM.
We just had that.
I know.
Like, see, I'm waiting for.
You're circling back around to where you were.
This is what I'm waiting for, and it hasn't been brought up yet. I'm waiting for IMSA when they, if they're going to have the LMP2 cars, just flip it and call it GTP Light. So we're just back to the old way because that'll be freaking awesome.
Literally full circle.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be kind of cool. Anyway, so that was good stuff. A lot of other things that are going on around the world. Spa building brand new grandstands at the track. A lot of construction going on there. Very exciting. I love that place. I mean, that's one track I want to get to. And the Oasis in the Desert, Vegas. The skeletons have started to arise on the Paddock Club pit lane area.
Yeah,
is starting to rise. So that's pretty cool. So moving along there.
We're 11 months out.
11 months out. Lights out and away we go. Thanks, Crofty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry. Just it's been
I'm
2
excited
weeks.
for that race.
It's been 2 weeks without him,
good.
so it's very exciting.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
weren't you just watching a
I was watching. Yes, I was just wanted to see those two.
watching a podcast?
I was
with
watching
David
a
Croft on
well,
it.
it was a video cast,
video-
video
whatever,
slash
yeah.
podcast.
Sean, you miss him.
Yeah,
I
he
do
does,
miss
he
him.
does.
I do.
He needs something to rant. He needs
I
something to
know.
get the edge off.
I kind of.
Can you believe this guy?
I put one. That's all right. One of the podcasts Christian turned me on to. I kind of get so fed up with when we do our podcast, like overview show when we talk about various podcasts.
yeah.
I put one podcast. I put it on hold, and they keep putting out content. And I want to go listen to it, but I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's kind of. It's kind of like Lent. It's not even Lenten sacrifice. Kind of forgo that one. Trying to think.
What if David Croft was our first guest on this podcast?
Oh man, I don't know. Probably break down and cry. But anyways, we already had we've had several guests. So
The infamous Justin Rusco.
we've had Justin. We've had the touring cart guys. We've had Jim Paulette.
Yep.
So
Alex Combs.
Chris Catalano.
Chris Catalano, Alex Combs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a good list of guests.
Yep. We'll bring some of those folks back for various review shows, which
Yeah.
we're in the process of putting together.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
Anyways.
really fun.
So as we march into the holiday season, other news breaking today: IndyCar put the motor on hold.
Yeah.
Or until
Nate, what's your feelings
Never.
on that? I have. I'm
get the bleep button ready. IndyCar needs to get their together.
wow. All right.
They do.
Can you
They
timestamp
do.
that, Christian, please?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Because
Are
like,
you
it's just, come on?
So
like,
are you of the belief? Do we need a hybrid motor in IndyCar?
not yet.
I
I
don't.
mean, I know every other like IMSA's like
That's- yeah,
IMSA
see,
and
that's-
WEC are
that's
probably
ca-
the most innovational
Well,
series.
also
there is, next to
Formula
F1.
it's Formula One. Formula One's a hybrid motor, right?
You don't. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Quasi
hybrid.
battery.
it's hybrid.
No. It is hybrid.
I mean, I'm just, is it just that's just the way everything's going? So the manufacturers will come play is that it has to be hybrid.
Yeah, probably to this like sustainable.
If I was to say go to Lamborghini and say we just want to build V12 motors, you think they'd do it? Just put it in the back
Yeah.
of an IndyCar. That'd
Probably.
be awesome.
Sounds good.
Anyway,
I think
it is.
I think
it's the
the-
way it's going, right?
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I could be in the minority, but I think people just probably want to see IndyCar up the horsepower.
Yes, I would.
Just so you can have some of these speeds back.
To a degree, I'd like that.
I
yeah.
mean, don't get me wrong. They're fast at Indy. I mean,
Right.
What Dixon put the second
I mean,
fastest time.
both you and Native have seen these cars run at Indy, so
Yes.
So I have not. So
Yeah. That. Well, I'd like to go see him on a road course.
yeah, I would. I mean, I've
high
I fortunately have had that. Been able to that I've seen IndyCar run on a road course, and I did go to the Pocono 500 once. So, but back,
Same.
huh?
Same. Not when it was OG, but like I saw Will Power win.
Oh, you
one
saw Will
time.
Power. I went back. I went. Oh God, it was like the 80s.
Wait, you saw Will Power win twice?
twice? Did he flip
Two
you
of
off?
the
Bo?
biggest 500 races.
Did he flip
Pocono
you-
500 first, and then in 2018 when he won the Indy 500. I could not
weren't you-
believe Stephen
weren't
Wilson.
you-
Wait, no.
Yeah, but weren't
you?
you at New Hampshire
Yes.
when he
I was
double
there.
barreled the crowd?
I was there. I gasped along with my older brother Matt. We both gasped at the same time. We're like, oh,
Anyways,
seeing it
moving-
live. I don't know. We
There
saw
you
it live. I didn't have the luxury at home hearing Marty Reed and Scott Goodyear going, "Oh, he's going to be lighter in the
Yeah,
pocketbook."
lighter in the pocketbook. It's probably a product of the manufacturers, the engine manufacturers, that want to go this route.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's definitely a balance of this hybrid technology
Yeah.
of what you want in it because you do have to also cater to the fans of motorsports and what
Yeah.
makes them interested. Because I mean the machinery that LMP1 put out was fantastic, but not cost effective in a sense, because those were spaceships.
Yes, they were. They were. Having seen those things, yes, they were.
Yeah, they just suck air as they go.
We saw all of them, right?
Yes,
we saw the Audi,
the Porsche,
and the Toyota.
Yeah, actually the only one we didn't see is the Nissan.
Oh, I know. That was kind of a bummer.
We did see.
I just wanted to see it.
I guess other LMP1 cars we've seen. If you want to go really far back, we've seen Muscle Milk.
Well,
Dyson. Those are P1 cars.
Yeah, well, we saw the Audi R10s too.
Yes, we did.
And we saw, and
then we saw Rebellion was technically LMP1.
We did. Oh yeah,
P1.
That's right. We saw the Rebellion car.
And
that was there. Yeah.
Bicolis. That's your other LMP1 car.
And it didn't catch on fire. No, it didn't. That was the amazing thing.
Yeah.
Did it race at the rain and the drench event at Coda? I can't remember.
We left early in that race because we had to catch a flight.
No, the rain race was at night. Remember, we were there that time. It wasn't the race we left early was when it was on Sunday.
Yeah, didn't it downpour that day though?
No.
Okay.
It was when they ran the same day, and then it was in the night that it downpoured. But anyways, those things were friggin' spaceships. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm kind of psyched, like to see these cars. But yeah, I was kind of looking forward to this new, because they were talking it up, and that this might be a gateway to getting a third manufacturer in.
Yeah.
So, that's a little bit disappointing.
Sorry, just to kind of close that thought out. Hybrid technology is okay in racing. I don't have a problem with it, but you definitely need to just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Because to entice, if you want a manufacturer to come in that can sell it to customers as well, if you're going to go kind of this route of what we're seeing with sports car racing, and you want teams to come in and buy one of your cars, you definitely want something that's operable too.
Right. Yeah. And with IndyCar, it's again, the platform is that teams can come in from less technical areas into it. So you can't you don't want to make it too cost prohibitive and too over the top technical. So a little disappointed with that news. But we shall see, as they say.
Mm-hmm. I guess in later IndyCar news though.
Go ahead.
Later.
Light. NXT.
Oh, Indy Next.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Jamie Chadwick is going to make her debut.
Debut, as they say in England.
With Andretti Autosport.
Australia.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
So that's exciting for her. I think it's exciting for race fans in the U.S., and I also think it's exciting for in Canada, because they'll be in Toronto. Yeah. I think it's exciting to see Jamie. She's definitely a talent. She's coming off dominating the W Series.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 years, is it? So, and the unfortunate thing is, I still don't know how she didn't get teams pick her up. Like some driver program pick her up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she's on Williams, but they technically didn't advance
Yeah, they didn't really do anything.
To put her into a GTP Formula 3 GP3. I can't.
F3 GP3.
F3 F2 car.
At GP3 at the very least,
She should be there. At a minimum, she should have been there.
And then obviously if let it run its course, and if she does well, she does well. If she doesn't do well, then
I
think a shot there would have been.
I think honestly, this year she should have been in GP Formula 3 versus being in the W Series. I mean, again, it was great for the W Series to have her back.
Yeah.
As kind of the de facto champion, but she needs, she has to progress up, and it just seems like in Europe, we want drivers, and then it's like, well, you're not bringing enough budget.
Yeah.
But here it is.
If money's the
here's the thing. I don't think she's bringing anything to Andretti, because she's picked up. They're picking up DHL as the sponsor on that.
Right.
Right,
So that's
right.
a plus. So hopefully,
You're seeing the talent beyond
well,
what the budget
the
is.
big thing with that
I
is
guess.
hopefully if Jamie does well here and holds her own. Okay, I'm not going to say she's going to come in and knock it out of the park, because there's some. I mean, first off, she's never. I don't think she's driven any of these tracks.
Yeah,
here.
I'm not sure about that either.
I'm not saying the car. I'm just saying I think she can drive the car.
Right.
The tracks. It's going to. I'm sure there's some tracks she'll take to and others she won't. But I'm hoping that if it's a 1 or 2 year, if it's a 2-year program, great. But what I'm hoping is that she makes enough of an impression on DHL that they'll take her back to F2 because DHL is a Formula One partner. They are the logistics partner of Formula One, and it would be great if they took her and sponsored her up until to get her through there. So hopefully that kind of
cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll work out. I mean, there are other programs that have women joining. I mean, I think we're still waiting to see what Beretta Autosport's going to do this year.
Yeah.
So if they're doing,
Well, I mean,
are they doing I think they're doing like a partial schedule.
Yeah, I think that's all they can really commit to right now.
And Simona's the driver, right?
Yes.
Di Silvestro. So yeah. So, so hopefully, I'm just glad that she got a place to go race. I think coming here is actually going to be a boon for her career.
Yeah.
She's very engaging. She does really great when she's on the when she's doing some of the commentary work. I think on F1 TV, she's been very good. So, again, just a kind of an engaging person and definitely a talented person to watch for. So hopefully, she makes a mark, and you never know. Maybe she'll forgo Formula One and move on into IndyCar. So
maybe.
Well, I think so actually, because what I think a lot of people are maybe not seeing is she's tapping into the American market very well. She was on an IBM commercial. She brings a lot of attention. W Series, she was even on an American team in the last season. So I mean, look, she, I think she grabs that eye the American market might want, and making all these starts in Indy Lights, being with Andretti. She's setting herself up to, maybe have that dream ride in IndyCar, to do the whole schedule. And if there's a chance maybe she goes to F2 and pursues F1, it's probably going to be with Andretti when they decide to maybe partner up.
Yeah,
right?
that's a great point there, Nate. I just think that this is good for her, and, honestly, I think some of the guys that are kind of in this area that they're stuck in terms of, F2, F3, I think they should really start looking to the Indy Lights program and coming over here.
Or next. I forget they calling it next. I screwed up too.
That's right. Indy NXT sounds like
NXT
sounds like extreme wrestling. So, anyways, but hopefully, I'd like to hopefully this is a turning point. Get some more drivers in from different areas of the world into the Indy program. In some instances, some folks can come into Indy and not IndyCar, and if they're talented enough, they don't have to bring a huge wad of cash. But if they have a bankroll that they can bring and help the team get to whether they want to do all the road course events or what road and street tracks, that's great. I mean, I think we're seeing that right now with Marcus Armstrong coming over from F2. And he's going to do the road and street for Ganassi. And Nate, I think you were mentioning that the rumor mill is that Takuma is going to be moving over to Ganassi.
Yeah, and that'd be a great addition for Chip Ganassi because look,
the guy can win.
You got the guy that can win the Indy 500 in your car. I mean, holy cow! If Tony Kanaan can do one race and finish third, imagine what Takuma Sato can do. In that car.
Takuma's won it once, right?
Twice.
He's won the Indy 500 twice. All right. Well.
Yeah. When he was with Andretti, and then in 2020.
20, right.
With Ray Hall Letterman.
Ray Hall Letterman. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing there. Takuma wants to do. He's the anomaly. He loves the ovals. That's crazy.
He smokes everybody.
I know he smokes everybody.
Such a good job.
I know he does, and he's and he loves it. So, I think that's a good, you got a guy that's hot, that's that's racy on the ovals. That's great. You got a young kid that's coming in that's going to learn the ropes first, and then decide, do I go to the next level, which is like kind of do what Grosjean did. Jimmy Johnson did learn the ropes, and Jimmy Johnson found his niche on some oval tracks, and Grosjean, he's survived them. So, I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I like watching them, but I don't have a particular desire to race on an oval. So I don't.
I think
that's why there's various different forms of racing.
You can call me a big, fraidy cat. That's fine. But
it's not your cup of tea. Would you want to go?
Well, actually, I like watching the races. I just don't. I have no interest in driving them.
I think the best example is Mike Conway. He had 2 terrible crashes at the Indy 500, but he goes to Le Mans, did the road courses at IndyCar, and he's won Long Beach and Detroit. Okay, with IndyCar, and he's won Le Mans, right? With Toyota.
Yes,
I think so. So, look, he's king of the road courses. I mean. Come on. I wouldn't say it's any scaredy cats or anything.
Yeah,
it's just not your cup of tea. It's the right answer.
If you're a team owner, you can find someone capable of, like, if Ganassi is going to use Sato on the oval state, that's a capable fill right there. So good for them. So
that's going to be monstrous. Are they? So look, you got Tony Kanaan, okay. You got Scott Dixon.
No, Kanan's at Schmidt Peterson. He's at McLaren.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Yeah. Well,
Well, what about Jimmy Johnson? Is Jimmy Johnson coming back?
No,
ovals, right?
I think he. No.
No, solely ownership with DMC. GMS.
Where is our man? Juan Pablo Montoya.
Oh, well. Last year he was at Spam.
Right, but Kanan's there now.
Oh, do you think Jake Kim's going back to Chip Ganassi?
Somebody's got to put him in a car. Dry Ryan Bull should put him in the car.
If they were smart,
you know what? I hate to say it, and those cars aren't bad. They're not bad.
No,
because Karen.
They just punch a big hole in the air.
No, Karen Ferrucci finished in the top 10 with those things at Indy.
Yeah.
Well, last year Sage Karam crashed.
Yeah. Well, whatever. But I mean, let's put it this way: if they can just do that with those relatively inexperienced drivers,
right?
Put somebody like Montoya in,
yeah,
they probably could somehow
win it all.
It wouldn't shock me if they won.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that would really be that would be wild.
One and done.
Yeah, one and done. Drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Just be on the ticket next year and be like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, but that'd be cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like. Anyways, so and we still got a few seats left. Not many, but a few. So
and look, I'm still. Look, you're gonna laugh at it, but I know we're probably going off on a tangent. But I want someone from NASCAR to do the double already. Just change the race to noon. Okay, and then look, you're gonna only better your chances. Can you imagine like Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch? Like, right? Like, come on, you're. I feel like that would increase your viewership of a race, let alone both.
It doesn't do anything for me. It was great the first couple times. It was great the first couple times they did it, but I mean, again, at the time they were doing it, there was no stage racing in NASCAR, so I thought it was cool. But
I was gonna say you could, especially nowadays with the stage racing, you could probably just show up for the last third and still win the thing.
Probably could, yeah. Right around the back, just cool off, refresh yourself.
You can do a driver swap mid race.
No, I don't think you can drive. I don't think you can get in and get back out. But
what?
Well, in NASCAR, whoever starts the race would be credited with the win.
I've watched Talladega Nights before. I know you can do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That is really NASCAR. It is. It is. That and Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder was a great movie.
Oh yeah, that's truly believable.
Yeah, right. The best driver in the grid is just like, I'm injured. Please take my ride.
Right.
And then he goes in and wins it. Yep. Like, come on. That's where I kind of like, okay, Hollywood.
Yeah. Anyways, so anyways, so that's where we're at.
Sean, I got a pop quiz question for you.
Oh boy.
Who is the only driver to complete the Indy 500 and we'll call it the World 600 to go the full distance, the full 1,100 miles?
John Andretti.
No.
Ah,
Christian?
No. I'm not answering this.
Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart. Yeah.
John Andretti.
Only driver to do
John Andretti. You sure he didn't do it?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
I'm 100% sure.
All right. Okay.
Kurt Busch almost did it. He finished the 500 miles, but his engine blew
He
it.
finished better at the Indy 500 than he did at NASCAR.
The NASCAR race. Yeah.
I'm shocked. Surprised he didn't get
He must be
wrecked.
oval specialist or something.
I'm surprised he didn't get wrecked in the NASCAR race. That's all they do is wreck. So.
Caution's out. Oh.
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
And it's a green-white checker.
Yeah, right. After 589
Formula
miles, 98
Formula
miles.
One, we got lights out and away we go. And NASCAR, it's green-white checker.
Yeah. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Or as they say, checkers.
Again.
Or as they say, checkers and wreckers. Anyways.
F1, I do have a couple things.
Any news on the Ferrari front?
No, we're just patiently awaiting.
Gerhard Berger has been rumored.
Oh, really?
That'd be an ass kicker. I'd like that.
Okay.
Well, hold up. I know this doesn't really mean much, but Charles Leclerc is probably going to have his best season.
Well, that's because he broke up with his girlfriend.
It's fully focused on 23.
It's fully focused.
Fully focused.
No distractions. No.
Nope.
F1 news that has come out in the past week. Chinese Grand Prix canceled.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So that will not be there.
Portugal is like the rumored replacement.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of anything replacing it.
Yeah,
so.
that's the rumored replacement.
And then Logan Sargent has picked his race number. He will be driving number 2.
2.
He was
Sean,
trying to pick 3, but it's taken by Daniel Ricciardo, so he's gone with 2.
What?
Daniel
So
Ricciardo's not racing.
You own the number for
Even as a reserve driver?
you own the number 2 years until 2 years after you leave, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So like Kimi's number just went up.
Oh. It did, huh?
Or sorry, it might be 1 year. But you get that number for a year or two after, just in case. Because they don't want to go through all that stuff.
Sean, how do you say 2 in French?
Do.
Dude. Yeah.
Speaking of reserve drivers,
I'm sorry, Christian.
Alex Palou is going to be McLaren's reserve driver for 23.
You know, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of puzzled by that. I don't. Why?
Why?
Why did Chip allow that?
I know. That's my whole thing. Like, if the guy puts you through the ringer last year, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
It's there.
It's there.
Um,
Yeah. Just
So Zach Brown was totally okay with this.
well,
Jesus,
Zach Brown owns every driver.
he owns every driver. The only driver he doesn't own is he doesn't own Herter.
Yeah.
So
No.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Christian and I would like to announce that we're on McLaren. You heard it here.
what are you on the e-karting team?
No,
The TKC team.
Nate,
Sean.
I'd like to formally announce that no formal agreement has been reached on my end.
Oh, all right.
So,
Oh, see, now I'm an Alpine
Yeah.
team. Oh,
Oops.
jeez.
Gotcha.
oops.
Gotcha.
Deletes
Gotcha.
tweet.
Deletes tweet. His words.
His words. Every time.
Oh man, I just every time that comes up, I lose it. I love it. On some lighter notes, care to tell the audience where we went Saturday night?
Oh yeah, good to see one of our favorite comedians, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yep, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
First time I had been to a comedy show in a while, so
Yeah.
I was excited. it was awesome.
Yeah.
So I love
That's
Sebastian.
awesome.
I love
No, I
Seb.
love stand up.
And
If anyone's wondering, his newest special just dropped on Netflix. It's called It's Me.
something like that, or it's Vegas. I don't know.
Just look up Sebastian
yeah.
Maniscalco.
Anyways, just dropped today.
Yeah.
It's like Christian
pretty
said,
much
it's
the
the
same.
same show we saw, but
Yeah.
they had taped it earlier in the year in
Yeah.
Vegas. So, but good show. Nate, how's your World Cup picks doing?
Well, my pick is doing really good.
What a risk taker.
And France is going to take. They're going to go against England, and I think they're going to.
Are you gonna be
Drop
waving?
'em like a
Are you
flag.
gonna be waving that white flag the whole time? No.
No. Hey.
Wow.
Hey. This guy.
Wow.
Get a load of this guy. That's history, okay? All right?
That's history, man.
That's history. Not,
so is
we're
the
living
last-
in the now.
So is the last lap because history is made here, right?
Well, I mean, they did have the Battle of the Axis. They had Japan versus Germany.
They did.
Yeah. That was kind of cool.
Now you got France v England.
France v England, yeah. I don't know.
The Cinderella story is Morocco.
Morocco.
Right? Or Croatia.
No.
Morocco or Croatia. Croatia is not a bad team.
No, I was gonna say probably.
I think
Morocco's
Nate
probably
kind of
the
like
underdog.
just, like kind of laughed at those, but
Well, no, Serbia I laughed at. But
No.
Serbia's good.
No, he left at my Saudi Arabia pick.
I know, and the Golden Eagles did quite well.
Hmm.
So, hey, they won.
they're
won.
not in the top 16.
Hey, but each one of those guys is now driving a Rolls-Royce Phantom. All right.
Yeah, they
So,
are. That's the cool part.
All right.
Just one.
If Ronaldo went over there, he'd get a Rolls Royce.
He's
too,
going.
but I'm sure he can afford one.
Just one.
He is,
Just one
officially?
question for you.
Yeah.
One question for you. Where's Messi?
Where's Messi? Right.
Where's Messi?
Where's Messi? Yeah, Ronaldo's
He's in the quarterfinals, that's where he is.
Ronaldo's headed to the Saudi Premier League.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I mean, how many teams do they must have in that? Like 2? I don't know.
Well,
300. Like
Yeah.
he's getting.
if the Live Tour can survive,
Oh
so can
yeah,
this.
the Live Tour. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's
I
not-
think
let's not-
we've diverted from motorsports.
Yeah,
we
we don't
probably
need
lost
it.
about our whole fan
We
base.
We lost our
Soccer.
one listener.
Oh
Yeah.
God, we gotta talk
Oops.
about cars again. Jeez.
Yeah. No, but well, Morocco Spain today was a classic match, so that was good. Unfortunately, it came down to penalty kicks, but anyways, which was
It
pretty
happens.
exciting.
Soccer.
But yeah, so next week when we reconvene, we'll give some more insight on the GTP, the IMSA GTP test.
GTP, you want to hear a Porsche? You can hear a Porsche.
Oh,
Poorly played.
that's the move from the hybrid to the ice.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. So it
I
starts.
love
up,
that.
yeah.
Does
Sorry for the.
I'm just
for the poor
curious.
start
I'm
there,
just
but yeah.
curious if the GM, the Cadillac,
I haven't seen anything on
because
the
the
Cadillac.
Cadillac when it's on the track sounds amazing.
Oh yeah.
So
If anyone's ever bored, just go watch any testing videos of these GTP cars going by,
Yeah.
and you can just. It's like
the
being
cool thing is
trackside
listening
and
to
just
the
hearing
different
it.
sounds of each
Yeah.
motor and stuff. So it's kind of cool.
But again, that's what makes sports cars great. You can
Yep.
sit there with your eyes closed and listen to the cars go by and know
Figure
exactly which
car
one
it is. Right.
So,
No, it's yeah, you can. So, anyways, just one big rumor floating around. Nate'll love this one. Guess who may be returning to WEC? Nate's gonna love this.
Andy Prio.
Is this a driver?
No, a driver. He
Oh,
recently
yeah, I know it.
completed a 2-day test with a certain soon-to-be, hopefully announced WEC team.
Who?
Nate, this driver is
You're making me sound like an owl. Who?
Nate. This driver
This is a Formula One world champion.
and Indy 500 winner who loves to wear baggy uniforms, baggy driving suits.
Fernando Alonso.
No,
Jacques Villeneuve.
Jacques Villeneuve. Oh, let's go.
So
Yes.
he could be
Such a good driver.
could be returning with the Van Wall by Coles effort.
So, I'm sorry.
What?
Does he have a Monaco Grand Prix
No,
win?
Christian, he doesn't. He has a world championship, Indy 500. That's good enough. That's
No, I'm just speculating on the Triple Crown.
He's got the Indy 500.
Yeah.
He does not have the Le Mans.
Yeah. Not yet.
No, but does he have Monaco?
I think he does.
All right, let's
I know Montoya's one of those.
Yeah,
Montoya's one.
I should have guessed on the baggy clothes that I was.
Yeah, come on,
dude.
I love him.
I know. I just saw.
But see, I like that Jack wore the baggies because I like the baggy. I like the baggy driving suit.
You do? No, I like the European fit.
I bet you do.
Yeah. yeah.
On that husky frame of yours.
In
your husky frame. What class you running in the touring cart? Oh, sorry, it's all one class now.
Yeah, no, there's no Clydesdale class.
What, he doesn't?
No, he retired from both of them.
Oh, from what?
What, blown engine?
He retired from what?
Sorry, he retired from the race. That's
what race?
Monaco Grand Prix, both 96 and 97.
He only raced twice?
No, that's it.
No, he raced more than that.
So when he was with Williams,
when he was with Williams, he didn't win either.
Oh,
and those are the only two seasons that he had race wins.
I know he didn't. Yeah, because then he went to BAR. So
yeah.
All right. Okay. The Googs knows. It's kind of like the dude in The Big Lebowski. Nate's like, what movie is that?
He retired from accident damage. He started third.
Accident damage.
That race.
Yeah.
Behind Heinz-Harald Frentzen
and Olivia Panis
and Michael Schumacher. that was in this. Sorry, this is the 97 Grand Prix, and then in 96. How can I get to 96 on Wikipedia? Show me the money.
Show me the money.
No, 96 was the year Panis won.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
I knew that one.
And where is he? He retired. It looks like he was the last retirement.
Yeah.
So, and he started. He started.
Never
10th.
won the Grand Prix.
Oh, didn't run it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Triple Crown's not in his wheelhouse.
Nope.
No.
But
unless
rumors look like Max Verstappen will be going to sports car racing afterwards once his F1 career is over.
Which, I mean, he's been doing that online all the time. So, I mean, it's up his wheelhouse, I guess.
I didn't know that surfaced. I mean, when did that resurface this week?
Yeah, it resurfaced again. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it looks pretty evident that he doesn't want to be in F1 forever.
He's gonna drive for a Nordic supercar hypercar team. It's gonna be run by Koenigsegg, right?
No, he's gonna go sports car racing with Jumbo.
Well, they're not all in jail. Yeah. Well, maybe with Pagani. Anyways, that'll be exciting. Oh, all right. Max, welcome. He's still
he's still contracted until 28.
Still in the middle of his Formula One career.
Still got another 6 years with him. So
jeez.
We'll see.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So on that bombshell, appreciate everyone taking the time and listening to this. And Nate, take us home.
Good night.
Thank you guys for listening to the Red Mist Podcast, hosted by Christian Abbott, Sean Abbott, and Nathan Lavin. It's produced by Christian Abbott, and music is by Alex Wart and Harrison Tate.